What's up, everybody? What is up? What is up? Happy Tuesday night. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. It is one more day closer to Friday. We got Mr. Hybrid 32494 in the stream already. The Nitro Gang is here. I really got to do something about this lighting. It's aggravating me, and I have to squint. So I'll let some other ladies and gentlemen filter into the chat here. We're just going to go over a few quick things tonight. I don't have a whole lot of time, but I wanted to start up a stream. I kind of shorted everybody out of a stream this week. Shorted myself, really, with the flood I had, but it's all cleaned up now, all taken care of. Took me the better part of the weekend to just get it all sorted out, cleaned up, dried out. Smells like a lemon fabuloso in here, which isn't a bad thing. Mopped everything up, mopped up my floor tiles, which are easy. It's to do something like that in a shop, in a basement or in a garage like I have. Those floor tiles are perfect because they're easily removable. You can clean them. You can get to the sub base underneath and really take care of everything. Yeah, put a light up here somewhere. I got a light there. Maybe I will put like an LED bulb in there because I do have a light above my head that I could. Wasn't too big of a flood, but it was enough to piss you off. That's for sure. For sure, my friends. Uh, so, like I said, we're just gonna do some general goings ons here and go over what I got coming. I got some cool stuff coming. Hybrid, you know what one of the things. Well, I think you know what both of them are, but we're not gonna spill the beans yet. Um, Let some other ladies and gentlemen filter in here. 907, what's up, my brother? How are we tonight? Tuning in all the way from the Great North. Happy to have you here, my friend. Happy to have you here. Secrets. I like to tell secrets too. What was that, Buddy the Elf? Uh, the one thing I have said that I have that we are doing already, but finally got the poetry in motion on that one for that project. Finally got the poetry in motion for that project. So staying warm, that's what I like to hear, Mr. Arctic, Mr. 907 Arctic. It's been unseasonably warm here. We had a week of sub freezing temperature. Excuse me. We only had about a week of sub freezing temperatures, and then it was like the weather went back to unseasonably warm. So hanging around the 40s now, which is unusual for January this time of year. We're well below freezing usually, and right through to the beginning of March. Strange, really strange. It makes you wonder, but who knows? The world cycles. There's got to be some sort of cycle. I'm sure, you know, us humans have had a major impact, but it's not something I like to get into because it's something I really don't even know about. I have my own ideas. Everybody has their own theories, and we just kind of spitball them together, I guess. So I do have this beautiful Nova engine in my hand. This thing is just, this Nova T6R.24 big block nitro truggy engine. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. So, what kind of bothers me about this is that they ship it with the intake port wide open. No problem putting a rubber plug over the exhaust port, but darn, oh my gosh, look at that. All right, let's put the top down. Let's see if we can get in there. Can we get a good shot in that exhaust port? Oh, it's so shiny. That back plate's so shiny, it's distorting it. Oh, yeah. Guys, see in there? What a beautiful port. That thing's huge. Wow, that port work looks awesome in there. JR's Moto Madness. What's up, brother? Nice to see you here. Man, I've been staring at this engine since August. I think I got this when Bones Motorsports finally got their shipment in of these Nova T6Rs. Such a beautiful engine. It's a way more squatty. The head is a lot shorter. The head on this, the cooling head on this, is a way shorter than the buggy engine. So I got twins here, twin Novas. Let me see if I can bring this in for a closer look. See, you can kind of see the difference in the head. I'm sorry with this crap lighting, guys. It's what I got to work with, man. Mighty Mike, what's up? I know I love the backplate tucks. So yeah, just look at how squatty this one is compared to that. These both these engines are just gorgeous. So we're doing something. We're doing something with the works of these Novas. And this is all nitro related with what I want to talk about tonight. Thanks, man. It is a sweet engine. I've been showing this off for the whole better part of January, teasing everybody with it. So Nova's running these hex uh, screws for their needles, which is not. I kind of like tuning that way. The only thing I did was I took my driver handle and I put an arrow on it so I can line the arrow up when I'm tuning, so I know how far I'm turning. Because with a flat blade screwdriver, you kind of know where your tune started. So I put just a line on the top of my driver handle to really know how to tune this. Because the B3R is the same way. It's got the same style carb, same needles. I do like it because you can get your driver in there and you're not slipping. I'm always slipping off them needles, especially when they're running. You're trying to hold that flat blade screwdriver and keep it steady. It's the T6R is a .24 actually. That's the Truggy engine, the off-road Truggy engine that Nova released. Um, they released it this past summer. I do have the .21 buggy engine, the three-port buggy engine that they released last year. It was actually, I think it might have been last year around this time, or maybe earlier. No, probably summer of 2022, because I bought this and then same thing. I bought it and then it sat for a while before I put it in this X-Ray Truggy. Um, this engine's kind of underpowered for this. It ran good. I had no problem with it. I'm only running like a 12 tooth pinion or a 12 tooth clutch bell on this, and this should be way geared way higher. But I just wanted to gear it kind of low because this engine, being a .21, it's not really meant to move a big truggy like this. The big tires. Texas Hill, what's up, brother? Good to see you here, my man. I appreciate you stopping out. But this X-Ray Truggy, I have no complaints about this. I like this. And I know my good friend Chef Beardsley he's always bash that race kit. Don't be afraid to bash that race kit. What's going on with this camera, man? Why is it not focusing? Focus. Come on. Maybe I gotta wipe it. Give it a little. Maybe it has some oil on it or something. I don't know. Get a nice clean microfiber. Give her a little wipey woo. There we go. Now what? Oh no! Now I get closer and it turns brighter. I don't. Hybrid's right. I gotta get a light above my head here, ring light or something. Yeah, the chef kind of got me going on these race kits, man. So, which is the next thing I got coming. I got a race kit coming too. I'm not gonna spill the beans on what it is yet, but it's coming. I'm excited for that. Ooh, I gotta glue that tire back on. These are the backflip tires from the 4S Outcast on this buggy or the Truggy. It's the background lights. It's the ones above my head. These ones, right? But then you can't see me. If I turn these off, then you really can't see me. See? Then it gets really dark. See? Now I'm wrenching in the dark, guys. I stand with my head covering the light behind me, it clears up. Yeah. So I'll figure out this lighting one day. It's been a battle. Because honestly, the ceilings are low in here. So the lights end up being low. That's not bad there. Texas Hill's getting into the beans. He's giving himself the beans. Hey man, nothing wrong with that. I love beans. They're the magic fruit. Oh, sorry guys, not to be on my phone. But yes, cool stuff coming. Cool stuff coming. I will spill the beans on the one item. Very exciting. I haven't had an RTR Nitro come through here in a while. And there's a very persuasive YouTuber on here who likes to twist my arm. He twisted my arm with these HPIs a couple years ago. And he twisted my arm again with the Serpent. The Serpent on road car is coming. So I haven't had an RTR Nitro in a while. I think the last one, let's see, what's the last RTR Nitro that I bought? Probably the last RTR Nitro I bought was probably the USA one. You're probably saying, KGM, that's not a USA one. That's not how the USA one looks. Well, this is how my USA one looks because KGM bought a basher body and painted up a basher body for his USA one because he didn't want to ruin the original body because he liked it so much. It's a little dusty, not too crusty though. Yes, the Serpent Cobra GTR, man, and I'm loving the on-road stuff. I love Woogie Nitros. I think Texas Hill, you're in the videos with Woogie Nitro, aren't you? You guys are doing all that parking lot running with the on-road Nitros. I'm loving it. I got to get me some of that in my life. So that's where I'm going with all these on-roads. They're awesome, man. I love them. I love them so good. It's a little bit easier for me to find a spot to run on-road too. I got that nice speed run spot I always go to. I've done a couple videos there, and always, always easy to find a parking lot. You can find a parking lot pretty much anywhere you want, and really really rip the nitros. Hey man, thanks for stopping by 907. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me for a little bit. See, it's hard. It's hard to decipher or when to start a live because people, you got to think about when people are going to watch and have time to watch. So I try and do them later at night, and I'm sure everybody else does. So I don't like competing with anybody. Not that I'm big enough to compete with anybody, but for that GT2, what's is that what he has the that Corvette body on? I love that Corvette that he's been running because that's the two-speed car, right? I think that's the last video I. Oh no, I watched his recent one, not the one he just dropped the other day, but you guys were trying to you were tuning the engine and then you guys were messing with the two-speed. It was in that Corvette car, wasn't it? Because he was running the buggy. He has that team associated buggy that he was running too with the on-road tires. Yes, yeah. It's I was looking up the specs on that Serpent. It's not by much though. Lotus, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Guys, go check out Lotus 420 if you haven't already. He's been putting out some good videos. He's the one video I was just watching was tearing down or he was working on a marine two-stroke engine. So guys, go check him out. Nitro, he does the electric. What was the last thing he did? He refueled his Rustler VXL with some nitro fuel. That was a cool video he did. Pitbull air cooled. What is up, my man? Good to see you here. Painting the cooling head on the 26. Awesome, man. Awesome. I feel like I'm always squinting. I don't actually look like this. I don't actually look like Robert De Niro. Are you talking to me? Cold start. Oh yeah, that's what it was. It was a cold start on the VXL. Oh, that was funny. That made me laugh. I was dying laughing when I was watching that. Uh, yeah. And speaking of on-road cars, we also have this hybrid was a sickening, sickening. This is the Traxxas Hot Rod. This is kind of cool. I don't know if I want to run it. I think I might just leave it in the bag like this. If I run it, I'll run it in the bag. That'd be a good video. Doing speed runs, 20, 15 to 20 mile an hour speed runs with it in the damn bag. That'd be pretty funny. Oh, they'll buy a different body for it. It just something like this. I'd hate to ruin. I'd feel like crap if I ruin this. I haven't even put a battery in it to look at the cool lights that it comes with or nothing. Front part of the body is clipless. That's cool. I like that. Oh, but getting into some good on-road stuff this year, guys. Especially this time of year when it's just too muddy to do anything. Like mud. We got more mud this year than snow. It's terrible. Honestly, it wouldn't be so dang bad if the ground would just freeze, but we haven't done that yet. Nothing froze. Got a couple inches of ice on the harbor. Guys were going out fishing. Unfortunately, I was unable to get out there and fish the hard water at all with the week that we had in, and now it's all melted. The ice fishing is done for the year so far. Got a solid 3 days out of it, probably. Todd, what's up, brother? My man Todd's in the house. Go check out Todd. If you guys haven't seen my latest video, Todd printed this beautiful functioning snowplow for my Redcat Gen 8, and he did a fantastic job. Todd, while you're here, I'll show you how I mounted it up, man. I'll get you in the top-down view. So this plow was not meant for this truck. I don't even think, Todd, did we ever find out what vehicle it was modeled for? Because it definitely wasn't modeled for the Gen 8. Let's see, top down. So, Mr. Todd, if we can look down here, we can see the frame for the plow right here. Through the print, there was a hole here and there was a hole here. So what I did was I lined this hole up here on both sides, tightened it down, and then I drilled another hole here for my M3 screw, and it's held together through the bumper mount, the original bumper mount. I was able to keep my bumper on. The light bar fit perfectly with the bull bar. So basically, this is be taken on and off, and it remains with all its factory look, which is exactly what I wanted. It came out better than I could have ever expected. And then if you look on the bottom here, it was able to cinch itself in. I did put a little bit of heat on it so it didn't crack, Todd, but it cinched it right in, and it maintained its squareness, which is really cool, man. I could next time I take it on and off, I'll just have to make sure that that shackle is pointed down, which isn't a big deal. But yeah, it's beautiful print, beautiful print for sure. Something well out of my realm. Something I would like to learn how to do. I'd love to get myself a printer. I would love it. But yeah, you don't learn how to do prints like this overnight. That's for dang sure. kind of what I want to do here then is, Todd, is maybe I'll just drill a last hole and then thread right into this plastic, because behind this is where the servo mount is. There's plenty of plastic there where I can just drill it and then tap it with a through the plastic with a screw, and then that'll work good. Because this whole front frame section is all plastic, or the servo mounts and the bumper. And then I did have to trim a little bit of the bumper, or not the bumper, the inside fender wells. Just had to trim them out a little bit around the plow, around the frame, so it fit. And we're good to go, man. But for sure, if I could just get one more screw in there and then tab it with the threads, it'll be perfect. Perfectly mounted, strong, ready to roll. He did a beautiful job making his own wire loom here out of some heat shrinks. Yes, he did. Got a light controller on the way. So we're going to have this thing hooked up, get some more LEDs, get some LEDs in the buckets on the Gen 8. It's almost, I'm not a huge guy getting the lights on these RCs, but something like a crawler, you almost have to maintain that scale look. Yeah, I look forward to seeing it move some snow, hopefully next year, because we're not getting much right now. I hope we don't get any more for the rest of the year. Honestly, I really don't. I've had enough. Hybrid has a 3D printer. Interesting. Sickening 3D printer. It squats the front end like a real plow, squats a real truck. It's perfect. Couldn't have asked for a better model plow. Model plow truck. Joe Girding, what's up, man? Mr. Joe Girding. How have you been, brother? That's a 4S pack. I don't want to put a 4S pack in that. 3S will go. It'll be fine. Yep. Thing is just so cool. I love it. It'd even be a cool trail truck with a plow on it. It would get in the way for sure. Oh, need to go down about an eighth of an inch further so it picks up the front wheels a bit. Yeah. Once the weight of the snow gets on the blade though, it'll weigh the front end, or it'll weigh the plow down, which will pick the front end up, if that makes sense. So I'm at full extension right there. So I need to just adjust the endpoints a little bit. But the other thing you have to realize is that if I go too far, it's going to pick the front end right up off the ground, and then I won't have any 4-wheel drive. So like I can adjust the endpoint so it doesn't overextend. Channel 3. Like that doesn't need to be at 100. That can be 80. I can't even run that wobble. 60. As much as I don't want to overextend this because it's there it is. Gotta let it. Yeah, that's not good for the servo. I don't want to overextend that servo too much. Run this top down view. Bring it into view for you guys. All right. Watched your plow vids. It looked very cool. RC snowblower always is fun to watch. Yeah, man. Addicted, what's up, man? Raminator plow truck. That would be awesome. That would be cool. You could do your whole neighborhood with that. Get a light enough snow. I don't want to have that overextended too much. I can adjust these little shoes on the side here, so that these are level with the ground when it's down flat. Yep, yes sir. Pick the plow back up, and I got it set up on my little thumb trigger here. There's a little roller here. Snow Joe snowblower. Oh, those are pretty cool. Those are the electric ones, right? The Sun Joe snowblowers. I think I've seen a few of them. Or hold on, man, not that camera. This one does all right. Looking out into the shop here. Thanks, Texas Hill. All right, let's kind of. That's pretty fast for a crawler. Oh, now it's touching. I gotta keep it up a little bit. We crashed. We crashed. Oh yeah, we're gonna scrape some snow up now. We're getting her dialed in, guys. That's so cool. I love it. I love this truck. Never been a crawler guy. I'm a snow plow guy now. Big plow guy. Big plow guy. You should even use the snow plow. Push the snow dust off the floor. That'd be good. Hook a vacuum cleaner up to it. Yeah, I think the neighbors will get a kick out of this too. I'll stand in the house and I'll do the front sidewalk with it through the front window. I'll hook the GoPro up to the top of it. That'd be a good video. Good video idea. Stand there drinking coffee. Be perfect. It would be absolutely perfect. Till, of course, it got stuck or flipped or something stupid, and then I'd have to go outside and actually do something. But until then, it ain't bad. A write off. uh, Start writing off all the RCs as business equipment. Uh, that'd be funny. I mean, if you had a business with photography, I'm sure you could write a drone off. Why not? There's a lot of things you could probably write off. Yep, quite a bit. Get my X-ray back up there. Yes, sir. Put my 3S 10,000 mAh LiPo back in the bag. Honestly, I should probably go through these and check them to make sure they're all in storage charge. Especially those 3S 10,000 mAh. Those aren't cheap. Off the guy. What's up, man? Uh, Let me see. Oh yeah, Todd, RC Ohio has that snowblower. I forgot about that. 398. Ooh, I'm over storage voltage. Should probably try and run that one down a little bit. I wrote a drone off for your own marketing fund. It's very easy. 8S Arma. Yeah, that thing will blow right through the snow. If it ever could get traction, I'd have to put chains on the wheels. Oh, this one's still running 4 volts, 80% charged. Wonderful. That's really good for it. 4S pack. This one can get a little conditioning. This 4S pack has a lazy cell. This the X pack? Yeah, this is the one with the X's on it. Not too bad. 379. I could boost that one cell a little bit. Not tonight. I don't have time for that. Lauren, what's up, man? Good to have you here as always. Just a quick live, checking in with everybody. Having a nice little chat conversation. Nothing major going on. Right now, I'm just looking through all my batteries, seeing if any of them are. This one could get conditioned a little bit. That one's overcharged. Over storage voltage. That one's right around where it should be. That one can be fixed. Curtis Baker just subscribed. Awesome. Thanks, Curtis Baker, if you're here. Nope, that's the dead battery from the crawler. 5,000 mile 3S. Not bad. 380. Could be better. Ooh. That one needs to be like right meow. Storage voltage. Return to storage voltage. LiPo battery. Storage. 3S. 5,000 mAh. All right. Mets, what's up, man? How you been today? Curtis Baker in the house. Thanks for the subscription, man. I appreciate it. Every little bit helps. For some reason, I feel like you've been in the chat before. I feel like I've talked to you before. 383, 382. Perfect. Perfect. All right. This is really the only battery I care about here. This 2S hard case. It's the one I use for drag racing. This Genzace Redline. Super high discharge. The only thing I'm going to start, I think I'm going to try the knuckle up batteries for this coming season. I'm going to switch to them QS8 connectors. The IC5s really aren't rated for high volt or high amperage. I didn't realize that when I first switched to these. They're real. The rating on them is under 200 amps. I mean, I've been using them with no problem, but you'd be surprised how much those 2S batteries are. How many amps are pushing out of them 2S batteries with the drag cars. Especially get a high voltage, 2S high voltage stack. A lot of power. It's all on demand right there, torque too, man. It's insane. Oh, what's this 2S pack? I don't think I checked this. That'll be alright. Yeah, that's the problem with eBay, Texas Hill. This one, I never even used this one, 2S. I could get a little bump, but I don't even know how old that one is, but it still has a good charge on it right from, on it. I'm a fan of these Ovonic packs, that's for sure. Never had a problem with the Ovonic. I do love the Spectrum Smart Checker too, because what you can do with it is if you got a lazy cell, you can balance you can balance it right through this. It'll balance the cells within the pack. It takes a long time, but it'll do it. This one's almost. That'll be done in like 5 minutes. Last pack. Oh, Bidenomics. That's funny. If you make 600 or more a year on YouTube, I recommend claiming it. Yeah, it's better off just to claim all your income, especially when it's on such a public platform like YouTube. Nothing worse than getting audited. Oh, Texas, they can have that. Oh. Hey, no problem, Curtis Baker. Not a problem at all, man. It happens all the time. I think I've had to resubscribe to a few people a couple times. It's like, how the heck does that happen? Right, right. No, that's a good thing. I mean, you almost have to set it up like a business. That's what I've heard from people who are monetized. You got to set up your channel like a business, and then you can save everything and really make it. See, I don't make anything off of this. I'm nowhere near the monetization. I do this for the pure joy of it. Honestly, this has become a hobby within the RC hobby for me. It really, it's I like talking to everybody. I like meeting new people. I just honest, good feedback from you guys. I appreciate it. What I'm not appreciating is this crappy audio and visual quality I've been providing to you guys. So I gotta step this up. These HD webcams really aggravating me. And then I gotta fix that light above my head because if I can get a good bulb in there, that might make all the difference. Make this corner not so dark. And nanoplastics, I don't know. I've ingested a lot worse. I used to work for a plumber in the wintertime, and I'm not too sure how good hand sanitizer cleans your hands when you're doing sanitary work, and I'm not sure the permeation rating on a Ziploc bag. Used to hold the sandwich in a Ziploc bag and eat it down to the corner, and then the corner that I was holding with the sandwich in the bag, I would just throw that out. But it always made me wonder, if a Ziploc bag had 100%, uh, if it was a good enough barrier between that sandwich. So I'm sure I've ingested a lot worse over the years. I used to work at the property itself was an old steel plant, and I've watched, they were doing some digging work there, and there's the stuff that was bubbling out of the ground, man. Definitely documented that in my little pocketbook. Never know, man. Never know. Something's gonna get you one day, and I can't worry about too much. I got an iPhone 13 something. It's like 2.5 years old, 3 years old. I got the GoPros. I could try the GoPros for webcam. It's oh well. I'll work on it. It'll be a goal for this year to get the best audio and visual quality I can possibly get out of my shop. Yeah, man, that's I used to play the unemployment game too, and what happened the one year, the one job I was working for a lawn fertilization company, a national chain, and I'm not even going to say their name because they don't deserve any advertisement. Yeah, that's the other job I had. I used to get bloody noses out of there and other crap, and they used to say, "Oh, none of our pesticides are toxic to humans." Yeah, then why is my nose bleeding for no reason? It's well. Anyways, I used to work for a national lawn care fertilization chain, and where am I? What was I getting at? Sorry, I saw Joe Girding's comment. Yeah. Well, anyways, so I was making unemployment in the wintertime through there, and then they something happened. They told me they laid me off. Then they said they fired me. So when I went to collect, I had to pay it all back, which wasn't much. It was like 2, 3 weeks into it, but it was like, you got to be kidding me. How do you tell somebody you lay them off and then you say you fire them? Well, what happened is I claimed that it was a lack of work, and that it was a big thing. Anyways, I ended up having to pay unemployment back, which sucked. So it's been quite a few years since I've had to play that game. I don't miss it. I miss doing the seasonal work, that's for sure, because I loved doing the seasonal work, especially the last seasonal job I had at the full time at the concrete plant. I loved that job, but it's for me and my family. Just I had to find something more steady year round. Thank you, Curtis Baker. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that a lot. Yeah, yeah. Pool chemicals, being up in the bag house at the concrete plant. That was in the. We had these mix on site trucks, and being a dumb 20-year-old kid hopping into the spot where they stored the cement without a mask on. It was it's a hopper on the back of the truck, and there's an auger that works the cement to the outside, and then there's an auger underneath that works the cement down to the middle, and then it goes out another auger. Well, in the wintertime, we used to clean those out. Well, I would be in the hopper with all that cement, and you know how if you ever worked with cement, it's a real fine silica dust, and that would just be everywhere in there. And yeah, yeah, something's gonna get me, and it's not gonna be the microplastics in my water bottle. Not saying that that's nothing to worry about, because it is. If that's something that you're concerned about, by all means, be concerned about it. But for me, and I'm not making light of that situation. Don't think anything less of me, please. The bag house, yeah, yeah. The one time they overfilled the cement silo and blew the bags right out of the bag house. That was a mess. Blue Grove, what's up, man? Where you at? There you are. Good to see you here. I did not see you pop in. Yeah, yeah. My hands get dry now from working in underground. I do underground utility work now, and my hands get dried out now. The soil is very acidic, especially this time of year when it turns into mud, and it dries my hands out. Even wearing gloves, the gloves dry it out too because your hands are in the glove, out the glove, in the glove, and that constant the glove just sucks all the moisture out of your hand. Oh, yeah, yeah. Get get silicosis and all different other stuff. See you later, Pitbull Air Cool. I appreciate you stopping by, man. Good to see you. Yeah. It's definitely not something I screw around with now. Now I wear the appropriate PPE, especially working around the silica dust, and it's stuff that you learn as you get older. But definitely being young and dumb with that stuff is not good, not good at all. So if you're young and you're getting into the trades, wear your PPE for sure. Because I've watched people suffer. It's painful, man. It's painful to watch people suffer for stuff that could have been prevented. But guys, I'm gonna do the I'm gonna do the hybrid, the hybrid 32494 countdown. We'll get the countdown started, guys, because I'm gonna go in and hang out with my wife for a little bit. I hung out with you guys. Now I'm gonna go in and hang out with my wife. So we're gonna get the old timer started. Can I bring it up? There we go. 2 minute countdown has began. What what's muriatic acid is pretty nasty shit too. Addicted. I know you guys use that to control the pH. We use muriatic acid for concrete. It actually eats concrete. It's what there was the truck wash that we used to use. It would have had acid in it, and it would eat the concrete off the paint. Safety squints. Older. Yeah. I mean, I've got 14 years experience since I first started in the trades. Not that old, but not quite over the hill yet either. Thanks, Texas Hill. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the feedback you guys give me. It really helps me keep going. Makes it worth my while. But 2 minute warning, yeah. This is like football, except it doesn't end with a knee for the last 30 seconds. Well, you guys have been great tonight. I appreciate it. I love talking to you guys. I love meeting new people. I love sharing my hobby. I don't have too much knowledge. I really don't. I'm just a guy who plays with toys on the internet and make new friends every week here. So, guys, thank you for joining me on this Tuesday evening. We might get another one going later in the week to make up for the lack of a stream last week from my flood. So we're going to end it to now. We're going to end it right now, guys. Give me a thumbs up. Check out anybody you want in the chat here. Grand Sport 2011. There will be another one sometime later in the week. Maybe Friday. Maybe. So, all right, guys. I will check you out later. See you later, wherever you are in the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I'll catch you later.